A lot of people are talking about using ChatGPT for MidJourney. Now, if you don't know, MidJourney is another generative AI program that is being used to generate very, very impressive imagery. I want to see if I can take prompts from ChatGPT, put it into MidJourney, and actually use it in a project that I have in mind. So I've already prepared my prompts for this because this is going to be an actual long time for you to watch me type. So I figured it was better. I'll walk through the prompts. And basically what I told ChatGPT is you're going to pretend to be a concept to prompt AI, or C2P underscore AI for short. C2P underscore AI takes concepts and turns them into prompts for generative AIs that create images. You will ask the user for a concept, then provide a prompt for it in a copyable code box. After providing a prompt, ask if the user wants 3 different options for prompts for the concept, or if they wish to move to a new concept. Use the following examples as a guide. I gave it the first concept, which is Aries zodiac rocks. And then there's, the prompt that I've put there. And then I've given it a second concept, which is Aries zodiac space rocks. And, I gave it some more context as far as the prompt goes. And then I gave it a third concept, which is Aries zodiac energy. And then I've given it some more context. Now, I got the idea for this prompt from Reddit. I'll link to that in Everydays. Today will be everydays.wtf/141. And so that's the entry. Go ahead, visit that if you want my prompts or you want to be able to do whatever with the things that I'm doing. I always post all my notes there. So with that being said, it says, what concept would I like to use for a prompt? So I'm on this zodiac wave. I think it's easier for me to just roll with the zodiacs. So we've given it Aries. Let's go ahead and say Taurus, Taurus, zodiac rock. So, and the cool thing about this is I'm going to follow the prompts to see how closely it rocks with it. And we should be able to take this concept. Yes, provide 3 more prompts. This should be interesting because it's moving fast, way faster than if I were to prompt. And it'd be cool if ChatGPT can make the prompt and I can rock with that prompt. Great. But we're just going to put them all in. I'm just going to use this because I feel like I could be here all night. And I know I got to get it Everydays out. So I'm in MidJourney. For the people that don't know what MidJourney is an image generation program. It uses generative AI to make that happen. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to put all 3 of these prompts in, or 4 actually. We've got 4 prompts. Mainly because it's going to take some time for MidJourney. So we might as well just have it in the background working on everything so we can get some comparisons going. And this is fun because if we get some interesting images out of this, I actually will probably use this in some future workflows. All right. So far, if I were to do this myself, or is it still running? It's still running. And I'm waiting on it to run. Okay. Meh, that's not cool enough for me. This is sort of cool. Not necessarily what I'd want. A lot of this stuff, this one's still working at 62% done. A lot of these things I wouldn't use. Like if I were to, I just wouldn't use this, if I'm being honest. Like it doesn't have any, it's not bad for a prompt that ChatGPT would make. It's not bad, but we'll compare it to like the actual prompts that I had. So I've got the Aries zodiac rock that I made, and just to give us some concepts. And again, I wrote out my prompts earlier just because I wanted to make this video a little bit quicker than for you to watch me be typing prompts all the time. And so this is my prompt for the zodiac rock. And while that's doing that, I will say, yes, let's move move to a new concept, and what will be interesting here, let's ask it to make, I'm just going to give it Aries zodiac energy because I trained it on that. And if it has that, then we should be good. But if it doesn't have that, then I don't know. All right. So, 3 more. I'm not liking this so far because it's kind of lame. Like I can already tell this prompt is not going to be that good. And I'm not even that great at prompting yet. Like, but I can tell. All right. So, and another thing is you have to upscale these. So this is the prompt that I designed. I'm going to go ahead and put upscale version 2 of that. And I'll upscale some of these because if we like it, we can again compare and contrast everything. This is the Taurus. This is actually not bad. Maybe if it's upscaled, I think I would go with, let's go with option 1 on that. And then I'll just do one of each. So then that way we're not spending too much time waiting. And then on this, I think option 1 was actually really good here. And then on this one, I don't really like any of them, but the first one's kind of cool. The second one's pretty dope. The second, third, and fourth are all relatively cool. I actually like the fourth a lot, but I think the third and the second, I don't know, man. I think let's go with the third and the fourth and the second. I mean, why not? You know, we've got some jobs queued. The Aries zodiac symbol. This is actually kind of getting there. I don't like how it has the image so called out, but the third one here is pretty good. All right, so we got some jobs queued. While those jobs are queued, what we will end up doing is we will plug in some more prompts. The cool thing about working with chatbots is while it's doing this thing in the background, you can keep cooking. And while you're cooking, the bot is working, and it's a very efficient workflow on once you get it going because you can just have a queue just running in the background, and then you can go do something else, come back and check your queue. And then if you want to work alongside it, you could do the same thing. So oftentimes spend a lot of my time doing that because that's how you get the best out of this stuff. So this is the prompt. It's upscaled, I believe, of what I had made. Again, this isn't amazing. Like I would. So it's not high def. For me, this isn't a really good image because it's not high def enough. I'm going to try a different prompt. I made a zodiac energy prompt. I don't actually know what that one will look like, but let's go ahead and see what that looks like. We're going to imagine it and just roll with this. And this, invalid parameter. Okay. We're going to, and this is what I mean by prompting. You probably just need to spend a lot of time doing this because if you don't, you're not going to know how to fix the errors. And let's see what we got. This. So I'm saying nah on this. Like that's not really my favorite. We got anything else up here? All right, looks like all that stuff we've got. This is coming from it. I'm not gonna get mad at it. This is a ChatGPT concept, and it's good for an AI. Like AI made that whole prompt. Like we have to give the AI some props because I wouldn't have been able to just do that off the strength. Man, that's really good for that prompt. And these are actually now we're talking. This is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see something that was impressive. I don't remember which prompt we gave it, but I actually like 1 here. I like 2 here. I think 3 has some strength. Honestly, 1, 2, and 3 are really good on here. So we'll upscale 1, 2, and 3. And then we'll come back over here. All right, ChatGPT. I see you. This could definitely be a scene in a movie. Fix the aspect ratio, and that's pretty good. Nah, that's kind of boring. And then meh on that too is kind of boring. I really like the hyper realistic, like the things that you would really need a lot of talent to make. And those are the things that I find super impressive. We've run out of prompts, so let's go ahead and say a new concept over here. And while we do that, we've got the Aries zodiac energy. Let's go for a Virgo zodiac rock. Virgo zodiac rocks. And let's see what it does. And we'll say yes. 3 more options. And we'll hit it with that. And then we will go ahead and take this prompt and bring it over to this program over here. Let's see. We'll imagine it. I like queuing these things up. It's actually a really good workflow. So let's go up to where we said it was meh. Yeah, I'm not upscaling anything here. This is kind of whack. So this is decent for chat. This is good little art piece. I can rock with that. It's decent. Again, it's decent. I can see this as like great desktop backgrounds. Like if I wanted to start a website and just offer high resolution desktop backgrounds, you actually could dial in the parameters and you could even animate something like this and probably even sell these animations on Fiverr for meditation videos and things of that nature. Like definitely could see that going. Just if you got good at animating, you would be in a pretty good spot. This is fascinating. Which one was that? Which prompt was that? Aries. I guess. I don't know. Like, not a fan. Like, it's still too primitive. Too primitive here too. Like, it's not good. This actually turned out pretty decent. Let's see. This is kind of cool. So, consensus, I still think humans have it when it comes to prompts. Maybe if you gave it better training data, but even still, like I gave it enough training data where like I like my prompts generally, largely because I know how to make some fun. I know how to make some fun things, right? And I just feel like you should be able to do something similar here and get some good results that are fascinating. And I'm not getting that right now. Like some of these things I'm like, meh. I'm like, why is it doing this? So let me see. I'm gonna just go ahead and, like I said, I'm writing my prompts elsewhere just because I don't really want to wait on you watching, or I don't want you to have to watch me like type prompts. Like I feel like that is not gonna make a great video or experience for everydays. So, is the future settled in us making prompts? Yeah, I think right now we're gonna have to get good at programming and directing the AI. But in the future, maybe the AI can direct itself. I just don't have a lot of faith in that right now. Largely because I just don't see it. I don't see it, y'all. I don't see it. This is a prompt that I've got over here. It's a human prompt. And let's see. So these are the last prompts I'll put in here. I think the consensus is I'm not really that much of a fan of, okay, actually, just as I said that, it decided to give me something cool. Now, depending on how these are upscaled, I don't love like the symbol and the meteorite, but like the background is kind of cool. Like there's a lot of detail in these shots. It gives me like sci-fi like vibes, which is not bad. But here's the human prompt. This is way cooler. This is what I'm talking about. This right here, this is not the AI. So I think I would personally just like rock with it myself, because I like 2. I like 1 and 3. Actually, I like 3 and 4 here. So I'll go 3 and 4. And you can do a lot. Like with the imagery, if you get really good at MidJourney, you can dial it in. I've seen people use this for concepting out different styles and lookbooks. I've seen people even mock up shoes and really go crazy with MidJourney. I've even seen people fill in comic books. Like they need help with their illustrative capabilities. They'll hop in MidJourney or Stable Diffusion, and they'll just get to work. And I think right now, in a world where what was it? I'm good. Thanks. We'll just tell ChatGPT we're gonna shut this down. I'll be saying ChatGTP when it's ChatGPT. I know the difference. I like to say ChatGTP. I'm not gonna lie. It sounds like a car model. But I'm not. It's okay. Again, it needs to make great like that. Like all these images need work. Whereas like the ones that if you give it to, like when I think about this stuff, I want to be in a world where I don't have to like be like, it needs work. Like, cause I could do that on my own. I did this, and humans can direct the machine a little bit better, but you've got to be good at, you kind of got to know what you want. But I actually like this. This is the winner. Of all the images we generated today, I feel like that one is definitely the coolest image in the lot, by a landslide. I got to give it to chat. This is a chat GPT one, and this is kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's got some vibes to it. If it just changed the aspect ratio, and it's a really good image. Also, honorable mention. This is a really good image. I probably would change the focal length. So I would shoot this a little bit wider, and then also change the aspect ratio of the photo. Again, ChatGPT. What I would use it for is if I needed. These are all great desktop wallpapers. If I needed 100 desktop wallpapers and I want to write the actual prompts out, I'm going to Chat. Like this is also Chat. Chat did a great job here. Right? If I need something that's a little bit more fly, that's got a little bit more sauce to it, I'm going to go with the human because you can get things like this. Like this gives me really, really good vibes. Like cosmic vibes. Like I like this one the most. Again, that's the winner in my opinion. And I'm gonna roll with that. Like we designed MidJourney prompts with ChatGPT. That to me is insane. The fact that we can use ChatGPT for MidJourney prompts. Were they the best prompts? No. Could you dial it in even further? Yes. That's the whole point of iterations is keep going, keep being persistent and show up every day. And if you do so, you're going to learn some very, very, very fascinating things from these machines. And I think that this is an experiment I would keep running. Like I've only done this in like 5, 10, 15 minutes. But I think if you do this for a week and you just keep dialing it in, you might be able to build a chat GPT variant that could actually get after it and like give you some really, really helpful prompts. And the trick here is like, if you need to just overwhelm MidJourney, you probably could, because you could have your queue just queued up all day. So when you go to sleep, you're just putting in your prompts from ChatGPT. You got 100 prompts, prompt them in while you're sleeping. You can come back, look at it, and then you can upscale the ones you want. You can move on. And if that's your system, now I can see you getting a lot of reps in, understanding the nuance. And the cool thing about the generative AI is it's going to generate things that you might have contextually not thought of, but might be influenced by. So if we went back and looked at the ones we did like, so I'm going to go back to the fire one. I can learn from this prompt, right? Aries zodiac symbol made of fire, detailed and realistic, in a dark night sky with stars, with a sense of motion and power. So if I wanted to learn how to prompt and get similar results, I definitely could just learn from ChatGPT, and in this case, it's a teacher. So that's the fascinating part I find about today in the experiment. But in the end, would I use this? I'd stick to learning the skill myself. But definitely, once I've gotten a better feel for it, I would put ChatGPT in a situation where it can learn from me, and I would just just get really dialed in. Like I would try to figure out all the prompts that I needed to make things like this. And I would only give ChatGPT the prompts that I love. So anything I'm getting feedback from that I love from MidJourney, then I would say, okay, save that prompt, favorite it, put that in a stack, and then write a longer script that trains ChatGPT on just the things I love and how to generate it, and then come back and have fun with it and see what it does. I honestly could not tell you. Maybe we'll come back to this video concept after I get a little bit better at prompting. With that being said, I will catch you in the future.